grandchildren, great-grandchildren. There is a bar and some tasty food. I'm gonna need more enthusiasm than that. Are you guys ready to see some paint? All right, I get up. All right, that's cool. Round 2, you're gonna be a lot more energetic. All right, so welcome. Art Battle is a world's live art tournament. Tonight we are here to celebrate some incredible artists by sharing their performance and voting for the best to advance to the final round and then on to the national and world championships, which is, kind of a big deal. You guys ready to see this? I'm ready to see this. All right, we have a total of 12 local artists that are going to compete in 2 20-minute rounds of live art. There's going to be 6 artists in round 1, another 6 artists in round 2, and then your votes are going to determine the final 4 who go to the final round, which is 30 minutes. All right? During the painting, you are encouraged to get up and walk around the stage. I repeat, walk. All right? If I see you doing this, which is not walking, I'm going to encourage you to start walking again, all right? You're gonna get prodded by the clipboard, but in like a friendly way, like a get, all right? Because the people behind you want to see what's going on. So the wonderful thing about going in circles, you're gonna come back to what you were staring at. It's beautiful, and everyone can get a chance to see these wonderful artists do their thing. All right, I want a huge shout out to the sponsors of this event. There's a list, so bear with me. There are amazing people that are helping bring this to Wichita Falls. And that list includes the Fame Foundation, the J.S. Bridwell Foundation, the Brian Edwards Foundation, KFDX, News Channel 3, Texano Fox, KGTL, Town Square Media, Hager Communications, Wichita Falls Alliance for Arts and Culture, the Wichita Falls Art Association, B&W Electric, and our wonderful volunteers who are wearing this lovely navy blue shirt. Give them a round of applause. Couldn't do it without them. All right. Okay, artists, you guys good? I'm sensing a little bit of a panic. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes of talking. All right. So our round 1 artist, Bob's coming. What's up, Bob? Fast? Okay. Sorry, guys. I speak really quickly. I can't help it.
Isn't she awesome? And she has a neat voice. She's just so awesome. And she's the mother of 2 beautiful children.
Which is why I haven't slept in 4 years, Bob. All right, we're going to take another minute, let them get ready. If you haven't gone to the bathroom, now is your opportunity. No one's going to judge you. Also, there is a art battle banner back there. Make sure you get your picture taken with your group so you can remember it tonight. Hashtag art battle. Hashtag art battle Wichita Falls. Hashtag Wichita Falls, Texas. Hashtag KFDX. I'm just joking. Seriously, you should hashtag your stuff, guys. We can put in a category. We can find a leader and use your images for social media. All right, raise your hand if you have been to Art Battle before. All right, raise your hand, everybody. This is the audience participation part. All right, now to the person next to you that has never been to Art Battle, give them a high five for coming to Art Battle. Yes, good job. Just so you know, benefits from this evening, all your contributions, everybody that bids on the silent auction proceeds are going to go back to the Wichita Falls Art Association, who do all sorts of wonderful programming right here in Wichita Falls that benefits the youth, that benefits middle-aged people, people like me who have no artistic talent, to make our stick figures actually look like people. All right, so huge thank you to benefiting a local nonprofit. You're awesome. High fives.
For each one, or just one white canvas?
This is going to be awesome.
And he wants a white canvas for everybody.
All right.
lover. You are all set up. I'm gonna introduce you again.
All right. No.
Water to drink. Break your nerves. There you go.
Excuse me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready to meet your first round artists? Sweet. On canvas, number 1, we have Jeff Sykes. All right, not only is this Jeff paint, he also plays the piano, he sings, he is a musician / actor, he is an IT engineer from Dallas, and he's also here for artistic opportunities. He wants to network, so if you want to meet Jeff, go talk to Jeff. He wants to meet you. All right, number 2, we have Robert Nelson. All right, Robert is here tonight, and every proceed he gets from his painting is going to go directly to the Baylor Scott and White Foundation to support the Arts in Medicine department. So make sure you bid on Robert's painting this evening. Number 3, we have Megan Najara. She gets her inspiration from botanical / floral style. She's a muralist from Fort Worth. She is a full-time painter and has been doing this her entire life. So let's give her some encouragement. All right, number 4, we have Adis Fedatovic. He also is a muralist. He does it with spray paint. He is colorblind, which is pretty awesome. Camping. He's into camping, hiking. He tore his ACL on a mosh pit. Actually at the band that's currently on his t-shirt. So there you go. He's here injured and he's doing it for the art, y'all. All right, number 5, we have Carissa Nale. Not only is Carissa an awesome painter, she also makes awesome pins when she's not painting. You can check out her work at Resilient with an I at the beginning.com, resilientart.com. And yeah, give her a round of applause. All right, number 6, we have Saku. She will be listed on the silent auction as Juliette Bailey. So give her a round of applause. All right, she's originally from Michigan. She's pursuing art full-time. She's from Dallas currently. She's welcome back, man. She's a self-taught artist. She loves nature. That'll be the inspiration for her painting tonight. All right, y'all, that's it. I can count to 6. I've made myself dizzy by going in a circle. Remember that you can go in a circle. Just keep moving. You guys ready to see this? Probably tired of me saying that, huh? All right, so, you guys ready to paint?
Yes.
All right. Just remember that all work is up for a silent auction tonight. It's a rare opportunity to take home one of these pieces and put it in your bedroom, wherever you want, man. So let's get the countdown up, and y'all can help me with the countdown. Are you ready for me to do that? All right, you guys ready? Gonna help me count down from 10? We can do this. We all have college degrees. Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's paint! Come on now. You can skip too. That's encouraged. Get your steps in, guys. Come on. This is the opportunity to walk. There you go. It only takes a couple people to start a movement. Clockwise, clockwise. Keep working. Keep moving. Keep moving. There we go, guys. It's perfect. Yeah. Get on it. Keep walking. If people are taking pictures, just ignore them. Breathe in their ears, silent night.
You need to cut funding, feel free. I'm on Facebook Live for Art Battle.
Oh, okay.
You should be all good to do.
Heads up on that. I was afraid to get your shot.
Yeah, no, you're all good. You're all good. They're gonna see some wonky stuff because this balance doesn't work out sometimes.
Right.
Keep walking, folks. If you're not walking, you're doing it wrong. Keep walking. Step, 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 moving forward. Step. There you go. Fast. Bounce. Bounce. Alright guys, if you're standing, you're doing it wrong. Walk, walk, walk. Lightly touch your front person on the shoulder in an appropriate place. Alright, let's not have any lawsuits this evening. An appropriate place, above the waist, give them a slight push. I love that. It's a good way to make friends, you know? Passive aggressiveness. Yes. Alright, there's some magic happening on the stage right now. I don't know if you're like looking, which you totally should, because that's like the whole point of this event is to watch the arts. But if you're not, check it out on the big screens. If you don't like humanity, I understand that. So I mean, no pressure, you don't have to get up here, but it's awesome. You're gonna be missing stuff if you're not walking around this square stage. Art that's on stage, feel free to grab the crayons that are in front of you and do some doodling of your own. Put them in their place. Be like, check out this masterpiece. It's supposed to be a dog. We don't know. No one's gonna judge you except your table neighbor, okay? And also, if you haven't registered to vote, it isn't too late. Remember, this requires audience participation. Vote for your favorite artist, because that person is gonna go to the final round. We're only picking one out of these 6 artists, all right? And they're gonna go to the final round. So make sure you vote for your favorite, make sure you've registered. If not, look for the lovely Debbie Barrow. She's at the front. She will hook you up with the information you need. And also, keep walking. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Move your feet. If you're not moving, you're doing it wrong. Walk, walk, walk. You can dance off if you want. I mean, that's cool, y'all. You can dance.
Have you ever made love just for breakfast? Have you ever made love while you watch the late show? Have you ever made love on a couch? Have you ever made love on the back seat of a car? I remember one time I made love on the back seat of a car, and the police came and shined his light on me, and I said, I'm smoking. That's what I'm doing about. I be smoking. I smoke it to the east, and I smoke it to the west, and I smoke it to the woman that I love best. I be smoking.
Remember, every single person that you are seeing on the stage is a champion. They won their local art battle. So we are at, this is the state championship, guys. These guys are already winners. So you have to pick a winner from all the winners. It's gonna be a hard choice, all right? Keep walking, guys. You're stagnant. You can do this. I believe in you. Walk, walk, walk. I'm gonna get tired of me saying that. The only reason I'm gonna stop is if you keep walking. All right, artists, 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes on the clock. Keep walking, guys. Keep walking. That way the person behind you can see what's going on. As my friend here just said, it's like a cakewalk without the cake. You gotta keep walking. one brushes down. Let's hear it all for these wonderful painters. Fantastic work in 20 minutes. I mean, y'all, come on, that's incredible. All right, everybody, some good news in case you didn't want to deal with the shenanigans of voting. Art Battle reset their servers, so the original link on your phone should now work. So if you want to go ahead and just reset that, just close that app and open it back up. Make sure you just use the original link on your phone. Remember, if you're here local in this auditorium or wherever we are, it counts more. All right, if you vote on the website, it does count less. So definitely use that original app; it'll weight more. Okay. If not, it's all good. We have another round. It's cool. All right. Let's see what's missing. We're about to get this party started for round 2. I do want to take this moment to once again thank our generous sponsors who made Art Battle Texas State Championship possible. And thank you so much for your support of the arts. Could not do this without our sponsors. So again, that's the Vane Foundation, the J.S. Bridwell Foundation, Brian and Woods Foundation, KFDX, Textile One Fox, KGTO, Town Square Media, Haven Communications, Wichita Falls Alliance for Arts and Culture, Wichita Falls Art Association, B&W Electric, and our wonderful set of volunteers that we have this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So people can feel what I'm saying. Alrighty, are y'all ready to meet our second round of artists this evening? Alright, let's give it up. On canvas number 1, we have Charles Smith. Charles is a traveling airbrush artist who also does body painting, and I'm gonna let you think on that for a second.
Mary, can you hear me?
All right, he's an avid fisher, hunter, and gardener. Let's about people. Welcome to Wichita Falls. Our next artist is Daryl Oakberg. This is Derek's 4th art battle. He is a returning champion. He has won 2 of the 4 that he has participated in. He loves hiking. His inspiration is found in nature. And he's just really happy to be here. Give him a round of applause. All right, number 3, we have the lovely Jessie Baggett. Another returning champion to grace our lovely stage. If you have not checked out the brand new Better Together mural, I can talk, on 7th in Indiana, please do so before you leave town. You can even see it in the dark. It's fantastic. Jessie was a lead on this project, and she's incredibly talented. Give her a round of applause. All right, number 4, Candace, we have Anthony Compas. Anthony's another returning champion who started painting 7 years ago. He has 2 daughters. He's originally from California, but now lives in the lovely city of Wichita
And the
Falls,
winner
Texas.
of the Texas State Finals will actually be moving forward to the Art Battle US National Championship taking place on April 1st in Daytona Beach. So get ready for some awesome painting. And you can register to vote at artbattle.com/AB2434 because you will be helping us choose the best artists to move on. And when you're watching all of the painting unfold, definitely think about which painting you like best, but also think about which artist's performance you're most interested in, because the artists that move forward to the final will be painting once again, and you'll get another chance to see
Her
them
favorite is currently Charlie, who is a bottle rescue. She is a proud Air Force mother. And don't miss Mystery Art at the Kemp Center in October. It's one of their biggest fundraisers, so make sure you go check them out and definitely support them. Give them a round of
We
applause.
are just about to start round number 2. And once again, we will have 20 minutes only on the clock to go from blank canvas to incredible masterpiece.
If you've always wanted to paint and just never knew how to do it, she does teach a monthly online painting class at artodyssey.com. Her inspirations were generally
Hi
found
Morgan,
in
this is
murals
Mary
all
Hart
made of paint
joining you
brushes.
this
Hi,
evening.
Mary. Thanks so much, and welcome to the stream. Happy to have you on for our second round of the Art Battle Texas State Final. Are you excited?
I am. I competed last month in Dallas, and this is something that is so exciting and get your adrenaline going. Even watching them paint tonight, I know how they feel. I'm so excited for all of them. The energy in the room, you could probably just, probably, I don't know, cut it with a knife or something. It's just got to be fantastic.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
You can just feel the creativity in the air, and especially for yourself as a previous competitor, you know what it's like to feel that adrenaline surging.
yes, then you get lost in your painting, and it was something that I'll just tell you. I'm one of the older painters, and it was something that I've always wanted to do. I've always supported it, and I was able to compete last month, and it was so exciting. I got there, and I probably got there an hour early. And
Make sure you make your way up to
like
the
them, I
stage,
set all of my stuff up,
clockwise.
and
I know
the
we don't
clock
have
started,
crazy
and
clocks
it's like,
anymore.
okay, and I got my paint going, and it was so crazy. I was so excited that I ended up splashing paint on the guy next to me on top of his head, but he was so into what he was doing, he didn't even notice. So
Amazing. So he had the paddle on him.
literally, that was somebody was telling me, you were there to battle, weren't you? And you know, something that I have learned too is that when artists gather, like you said, it's just creative energy. That it's not so much the battle as it is to join in and create something, and everybody supports each other, and the winner wins. But still, you come back and and battle again. So it's
For sure. It's so much about community. So
Yes.
we just entered into our first minute of the second round, and right now we are checking out Derek Holt. And looks like he is starting off with a little bit of gray tone, going, I think maybe and feeling a little bit of landscape energy. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm feeling some sky there. Just look at that. It's kind of a little cloudy. There's some blues and grays, and it's like he's left a break there for maybe some color.
Sunshine peeking through, maybe?
Yeah.
And here we are with Jessie Backett, who has toned her canvas with this really lovely lime color.
It'll be interesting to come back and see what she's working on there.
And here we are at easel number 4 with Anthony Campos, and I feel like we're probably going to end up getting a portrait from Anthony. I've seen him paint a few different subject matters within Art Battle before, but I think just from the evidence of this drawing, I think that we're going to be getting maybe a profile portrait.
Yeah.
And he's going in there with some graphite. Always so important the way that you kind of kick off your painting in the first few minutes to set yourself up for success.
Absolutely. Yes, it does look like a portrait. So he has a good style there. Interesting to watch.
And we can see that he's got a reference that he's holding as well.
Yes, that's always good to have. You know, you could probably, with all the adrenaline, you could go blank, right? And having that as a reference there, it brings back especially the specific points that you want to make.
And it's only fairly recently, actually, in Art Battle history that references have even been allowed at the easel. And I feel like since we've created that rule that you can use it, that we've seen a lot better work coming.
Right.
Just kind of gives
got
tools.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Kim Ward. Wow, she's done a lot in her first 3 minutes.
Like a beautiful blue
Yeah, we've
base.
got gorgeous vase going, and I think that we're starting to see these bursts of color maybe turning into flowers.
Wow. You know, the daffodils are out, so maybe that's, we'll see.
That would make sense. And
Yeah.
the contrast of that gorgeous yellow daffodil color against the blue that she's using is just lovely.
Very complimentary. It's going to be gorgeous.
Oh, for sure. And she's just really working into creating the curvature of that vase as well. We're definitely getting the sense of that being a ceramic.
Okay. Technique of.
So here we are with Laura Freeman. What do you think we're seeing, Mary?
An abstract, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's
Yeah, we're
see.
seeing lots of colors dancing.
Oh, no, it's not an abstract. It looks like whales or.
Oh, maybe some like koi.
Beautiful, like koi, yeah. In a pond with beautiful.
I think what initially threw us off maybe a little bit is that the background is yellow, and then now we're starting to kind of understand where this piece is going now that Laura's adding in this blue and establishing the water.
Right, and leaving some of the yellow to be the light glistening off the water. Beautiful contrast. Yes.
Just allowing the background to shine through to represent that sunshine on the water. Just a really mature painting approach.
This looks like horse, a beautiful horse.
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
look at the color.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a hit of red.
And he's, I mean, just in a few, what is it been? A couple of minutes.
Yeah, we're just over 5 minutes in.
You can definitely tell the dimension and just a few strokes.
And horses are difficult to paint. Like it's a strange bone structure to get the proportions right. And so I always find painting horses is a really challenging subject, but it definitely looks like Charles is hitting all of the right marks right now.
Yes. Well, look at the crowd. Everybody's enjoying, taking pictures.
Yeah, it looks like just a beautiful energy in the room. Everyone just seems so excited, and we can see some of the faces in the crowd are just kind of in awe of what the artists are doing.
Beautiful landscape.
Yeah, Derek has just done such a beautiful job of creating all of these wonderful, super soft blends.
You know, it takes a lot of technique to blend the colors, and that's something that I work with children and learning how to use different brushes and techniques, and even using same colors like he's doing with the different hues of blue and the purples, and then blending that, and it looks like he's creating a shadow there in the water.
Yeah, the subtle variation of tones that he's getting right now is just creating this really great sense of depth, and I think we're getting that sensation of movement throughout the water.
Yes.
And I like that the mountains are providing just that little touch of sharpness, that the rest of the piece is very soft, and so we're just getting a slight juxtaposition with the sharper angles of the mountains.
Right.
Oh, I've been excited to see what Jessie was creating on top of this green color field that we saw the last time we were around. And Jessie often does a lot of really whimsical paintings that are featuring animals. Are you familiar with Jessie?
I've seen some, yes. This looks like a cow, but look at the colors. Maybe
I love it.
or maybe a longhorn.
I think that Jessie actually was in the Nationals last year, so I think that she's actually back as a defending champion. And something that I just love about Jessie's work is that she really takes a surreal color palette and brings it to a more familiar animal. So we're able to identify the animal, but then it's kind of turned on its head with all of these crazy colors going on.
Yes. Gorgeous. It's amazing.
Is that a bird perched?
Yes. Yes.
On our longhorn here?
Yes.
Jessie always brings a little hit of whimsy into her pieces as well.
Oh, this is the profile we were looking at earlier.
And Anthony has introduced a lot of really beautiful movement in the hair here. We're getting kind of this graphic sensation of these lines moving.
It's like he's taking his time and really studying before he applies the paint. And
Yeah,
very
very considered, very chill. Anthony is an artist who is very familiar with Art Battle and has painted in quite a few different cities with us, actually. So it's no surprise to me that he's very chill at the easel right now, but we are actually approaching the halfway mark for the round, so he has a lot of white canvas still to deal with in these last 10 minutes.
He'll surprise us, I'm sure.
I bet. So, Mary, when you're competing and you hit the 10-minute mark, what's in your mind?
Is it really been? I'll only have 10 minutes, and look how much more I have to go. It gets. I try not to think about the time. I mean, I know that that's a big deal, but if I worry about that, then I'm not able to really focus on the work. And as I said earlier, I kind of lose myself when I paint. Even when I'm not competing, I lose track of time. So it's good for them to say, you've only got a minute left, and then you figure out what you can do. The last thing you want to have is a totally unfinished painting.
Yeah, it's incredible to be able to tap into that kind of flow state where it's just you and the canvas.
Yes, that is. Look at her color, and look at the highlight she's put on the vase to give it that shape and realistic.
I'm loving the sense of softness within this piece, and some of the blends that she's got going on the tablecloth are just so soft and just slightly blended into each other. It almost reminds me of pastel work, even though I know that she's using paint. It's just such a beautiful technique and such a soft approach that she's using.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Back with Lara here.
Ooh.
Wow, this piece is taking on a lot of depth.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on our here?
They look like they're going to jump off the canvas any minute now. They're so realistic.
Totally.
The color.
You really brought in that kind of 3D element with the addition of these darker tones in the water, and it just lets the saturation that's in the fish just make them really come to life.
And it's only been 10 minutes, a little over.
That's what's so real to me. So often at Art Battle, we'll see a painting and it looks basically finished, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a what do you mean that's a 12-minute painting? It looks finished. And now is a great opportunity to remind our viewers on the stream here that you can also vote for your favorite artists at artbattle.com/AB2432, the link that is on your screen. And all of the pieces made tonight are also available for silent auction. You don't need to be in the room to collect these pieces. We will ship them to you.
Yes, I'm always excited to have the opportunity to own a piece of original artwork, and I usually go home with a piece. It's and when people see it, they're amazed that it was done in such a short period of time.
It's hard not to leave an art battle with a painting because you get so attached to them because the your memory of them being created is also representing your memory of the night, and it's like it's taking home like the best artistic souvenir ever.
Exactly. And the personality of the artist. We all have our different ways of painting and getting caught up in the music and sometimes even making strokes with the beat of the music. And it's just fun to watch people. And you usually walk around as you see people walking around the stage here tonight and find an artist that just captures your heart and their artwork. And so it's fun to bid on it. And I actually have gotten into some bid battles, I guess you could say, on some pieces.
So good. Oh my goodness. The personality is just coming forth so strongly from our horse portrait by Charles here. We can really kind of feel that connection with the eye contact that he's got going, and I love the contrast of that teal in the background.
Yes, it's very complements the color. Yes.
So back with Derek here in our landscape.
Oh, has some trees. He's added. It's a moon. I was thinking it was a nighttime painting, and that's the dark sky and the moon and the limbs reaching out from each side of the canvas, and it looks like maybe a few cattails along the side of the bank.
Yeah, this piece has taken on a really almost an eerie energy, and you're so right about that moon. And the closer I'm looking at it, I actually think maybe that could potentially be gold leaf or some sort of reflective silver paint because it is just shining off the canvas.
Yeah, I can't tell from the screen, but you're right.
And the addition of these branches reaching into frame just really helps to establish our sense of distance of the landscape and becomes very immersive because now we have something as the viewer in the environment that would be close to us.
Exactly. Here we are with the that is a bird.
This piece is so much fun.
The colors.
Jessie just does such a great job. She also really knows how to play with those colors to create light and shadow out of very saturated tones. She's not adding a lot of white or black to create that contrast. The whole tonal story is just these very saturated colors.
Yes.
I love the magenta plumage that's going on in the bird's chest.
The bird and the longhorn have the same wardrobe.
Exactly.
in color. It's beautiful.
Oh, and I love that little hit of, there's just that little highlight in the eye that really brings everything to life.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It brings it to life.
And back with Anthony and our profile portrait here. Very graphic take on this, very line driven.
2-minute warning, artist. 2 minutes on the clock.
And we're getting into just honing the shape of the eye here. And a profile portrait can be very difficult to execute, but I think that Anthony is doing a fantastic job here.
Yes. Getting the shape just perfect, almost like you mentioned earlier. Bringing it helps bring it to life as well. Even though it's not a traditional.
Yeah, it's very stylized, but we're still getting that that sense of personhood here.
1 minute, winning artist, 1 minute.
Okay, back with Kim. And wow, this piece is just so gorgeous. There's so many different plays of texture and translucence here. I love that Kim is adding a little bit meteor strokes on the top with some of that red and getting us some of that contrast into the foliage of the flowers.
30 seconds.
And we are rounding into our final minute here. Our final minute of the 20-minute round of our second round in the Texas State Finals.
All right, we're creeping up on 10.
Any favorites so far, Mary?
7, 6.
Oh my goodness. They're so different. There's so many great paintings this evening. I don't know, I'm kind of leaning toward the cow, the longhorn, and the bird. I'm not sure, but
I think that is going to be a crowd favorite as well.
yeah.
Great execution and also that kind of sense of whimsy.
Yes.
I think that Kim has just done a fantastic job with the still life of flowers as well. Derek has this very immersive landscape.
And the koi. I want to see those. I haven't seen them since she's finished those.
And so for anyone that's also, I'm sure that we're going to take a quick tour around the easels here to see all of the finished pieces from our camera person. But you can also see all of the finished works right now at artbattle.com/AB2432, and that is your voting link. So you will vote for your single favorite painting of the round, and the 2 artists that get the most votes will join the 2 artists who get the most votes from round number 1, and we'll be moving on to a 4-artist final showdown.
And canvas number 4, Jesse Bayer. Just a reminder to everyone in the audience, they have 30 minutes in which to complete this masterpiece that may adorn your bedroom if you put a bid on it. All right? You guys ready to help me count down? Artists, you ready? Everybody good up there? No one's gonna freak out when I start counting? All right, you ready? 10, 9, 8,
Wait, are we letting it out
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's paint!
artbattle.com/AB2432, and you can also participate in the auction. All of the works created today are available for silent auction at that same link. You don't need to be in the room to collect these pieces in order to show them to you. So right now we are looking at this is Derek, and you can see that he is very rapidly with a large brush and taking a similar technique to his first qualifying round piece that he executed, where he's doing these kind of fluffy, blendy brush strokes in what could potentially be a sky region, and I'm feeling that we may be ending up going into another landscape that just really that sky. And Jesse Baggett, I think as well, starting with a very similar technique to her first round qualifying, just moving out the canvas in this very lovely kind of bluish lime color.
Yeah. Looks like she's making. I'm just trying to see. She's, I guess, marking her canvas so she can determine the proportions of whatever it is she's preparing to paint.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
See? Yeah,
Doing
she's
like
scoring.
a subtle grid.
Yeah.
That's so smart. I've seen artists grid out their pieces before, but I don't think I've ever seen them do it in this kind of secret, subtle way with just these little clips.
On the corners. I wonder if she paints over them at the end. We'll see.
That's a great pro tip for any of our art battle artists watching. Taking it in at the state championships, get some artist pro tips here. So this is Megan and Jirna.
Portrait. It's got a lot on.
As we pan down, I thought that it was going to be like a cityscape because some of the squared lines, but you're absolutely right. You're definitely going into portrait territory here.
You already have lips and part of the nose and shaping up very nicely.
Yeah, Megan is just painting so quickly. That is, all of this has been done in only 3.5 minutes.
Very confident in what she's doing.
And I think that being an artist creating a portrait in this round is going to be quite the advantage as well.
I'll be afraid to go front.
Megan is just starting to create some lines of the body, bringing us into the collarbone and emphasizing the chin, cheekbones here. Moving over now to Carissa, and Carissa is painting on the floor and has some really gorgeous texture going on in the bottom portion of our canvas here, and is now layering this architecture coming up from that kind of gloomy space that she's created, and we have all of these gorgeous, super subtle tones within the sky. Very ethereal, this piece already. You can see that Carissa is going into a little bit of patching here. This is looking very much almost like some classical Japanese architecture here.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder whether or not Carissa is going to bring, kind of capitalize on that aesthetic, and if she's going to be bringing that kind of traditional brushwork and that kind of inky quality into the rest of the piece. Okay, Derek has brought his canvas now onto the easel, and we're getting another mountain scene, I think, but this one has a much different vibe. What do you think, Mary?
Yeah, it's much brighter, lighter, like it's going to be large mountains. Curious to see what the foreground will be. But he's taking his time using a knife to cut in the mountains, and now it looks like he's blending.
Yeah, he's got that juxtaposition of the sharp lines of the tops of the mountains, and then is blending it out with a brush. He is just such a master of softness.
Yes, and by him putting his canvas flat, he was able to use a lot of control and laying the paint on the canvas with, I'm sorry, my dog.
That's okay. Yeah, he's just really buffed out the clouds here, and just creating wonderful technique there that he was determining the scale that he would have to reflect to get this accurate reflection. You can see that he is starting again with that kind of sharpness of the mountains, and I have a feeling that this is going to be blended out. We're going to get some horizontal line work that's going to bring in more of that water. Okay, back with Jessie Baggett, and last time we saw her, she had just toned her ground with this green color, and now it looks like we have two animals. I think a bird over top of another animal.
It looks like a pelican or a bird with a bear.
Oh my gosh, so much fun! How fun is this game?
Sitting on top of his head.
I love it. Jessie just knows how to execute and how to have fun. And I think that that's something that the crowd really appreciates about her.
And she started with just two very simple colors, totally able to create an image that we immediately recognize.
That's such a great move. She just had her background color on and just that kind of purpley blue and very loosely establishing the darkest darks. And both of us knew immediately what it was.
Oh.
We're going into, I think, a little bit more of a surreal territory with Megan. Getting the obscuring of the face. I think maybe potentially with some floral elements.
Minutes left on the clock, folks. 20
I'm not
minutes.
sure. It's
on
almost
the clock.
maybe those are
Keep
the
pushing.
thoughts.
You're doing good.
I'm not sure,
Quick and
but
walk. Photograph and walk.
can't wait to see
These
the
are
finish.
motion photos.
Her
Great.
thoughts kind of growing and blooming from her head. And I like Megan's use of these loose brush strokes to establish the petals.
Yes.
Do you create any florals, Mary?
Yes, I do. I've actually started doing florals and watercolor several years ago, and my favorite is the sunflower. And I like to use non-traditional watercolor techniques at times where I use a lot of dark color, especially reds.
All right,
go ahead.
guys. Get
And what
those
would you
kids
say are some
moving.
unique challenges of painting
It's
florals?
on. It's criminal.
Everything.
I definitely think it would be an adventure of layering, right?
It's to me it's trying to develop the different shades that create the dimension of the flower and the petal and the catching the light. And you can do it in just a couple of strokes, or you can work at it and kill a painting. But it looks like she's done a great job on defining that. Yeah.
Oh wow, look at the subtlety of the mountain in the background on Chris's piece here. I almost didn't notice it. It's just so, so misty.
In the shadow there.
This color palette is just so lovely.
Painting very quickly.
Yeah, it's super, super fast. Often see Lisa
fog hanging just above the water line here into the mountain area.
Something that I'm actually really appreciating and that could change potentially with this season is that I like that on either side of the mountain we don't have a clear horizon line, and so it's moving this effect of the mountain and the reflection of the mountain
Floating in the air, right? It's not tied down to it.
Exactly, and it's giving an additional element to this painting that I'm finding very interesting. So Derek chooses to
Within trees or? I'm not sure.
maybe breaking that element that I said that I like right as the challenge of art battle as a viewer is to allow the pieces to evolve without your input, you know, because especially as artists watching this, we're thinking, oh, I would do this, I would do that. Oh man, that addition of yellow.
And almost that lavender bird.
Jesse's level of color play is just so fantastic. I think my favorite part of this piece so far is that really nice contrast of the bottom of the ear versus the inside of the ear on the bear, and that purple right underneath that yellow.
Artists, you're halfway done. 15 minutes.
That creates an opening in the ear without actually defining it completely.
Exactly. Very minimal strokes, but big impact.
So is she using acrylic?
Yes, I believe Jessie is using acrylic. I don't think that I've seen anyone loading up in the oil paint yet. So I think all of these pieces are in
Maybe she's holding a bouquet. This is really interesting.
yeah, either holding it or it's part of her.
Because it's behind her as well. It's like,
Yeah, really wonderful transformative piece. It feels triumphant in a way with, especially with this kind of burst of yellow that's happening on the top.
yeah.
I love just watching the way these girls are coming together, just as you were describing with either you can either overwork it or you can just kind of suggest it successfully with a few brush strokes. And we can see that Megan is very successfully just suggesting with only a few shapes.
It looks like she's creating leaves or greenery around it. Still very calm, very confident. Knows exactly where she's coming from.
And we have just about 9 minutes remaining on the clock in our 30-minute final. All of the final rounds across the tournament are 30 minutes, so we have kind of that extra gifted 10 minutes for these artists to really hone in and just display their skill in that impact of that little bit of extra time.
So the boldness of the rooftops in this painting really bring it to life. And then she's now put the branches of the trees and the foliage around.
ground there and creating all of these kind of micro leaves just with the texture of the sponge.
And she also used her finger there. And I find myself doing finger painting at times. It can be very creative. Create masterpieces, I'm sure.
There's a special kind of control that you can get with a fingertip that you can't get with a brush.
Well, this is certainly gone from what we thought, completely opposite of what we thought in terms of it being held out without any
Totally.
being tied down.
Exactly. Totally. But I still am actually really appreciating it, and appreciating it in a different way now, because I think that giving the composition some weight has created that space and created that
And dimension. Look at this. It looks like we're floating down this body of water towards the mountains now. That's
a tranquil day.
Yeah.
They're holding here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep walking, keep walking. We are currently at
I think it's just kind of
10 minutes.
touching in a few
5
sharper
seconds
lines
left on
to
the clock.
establish the
Now it's
trunks
10
of our trees.
minutes-ish. All right, 10 minutes, guys.
As
Doing
Bob
great.
Ross
Keep
would say,
walking.
happy little
Everybody
trees.
out there, good job, strong legs. Keep it up.
That are happy little trees. Every time we come around to Jessie, she's just created so much more for us for our eyes to just feast upon.
Brilliant colors.
You go ahead.
I think that the background actually does a lot for this piece as well. The green was vibrant when she first laid it down, but it's actually the tone that's going on in the canvas. But that green is just making all of these tones that she's layering on top of it just kind of pop.
She's still referring to her. I was just saying that she's still looking at her. She's referring, I guess, to her image that she brought with her, or the color palette or something. She's viewing as she's painting.
And I also really appreciate that Jessie had a second reference ready. That tells me that she was confident that she might get into the final.
That would be if you didn't plan for that. And I've talked to other artists that when we talk about doing the 120-minute painting, and then like you said, have another one planned and another one planned. So that takes a lot of creating and being confident that you can execute it, in that time limit when you get there to the battle. Especially in this last round here. Everything's riding on this, right? So.
Oh wow, totally unexpected from Megan. I didn't even realize at all that there was tape present in this piece, but evidently there was, because we're seeing the removal of that tape.
Lovely. She's detailing a little bit, just adding a few strokes of color to the flowers just to get white flowers are never completely white, right? With white flowers, you always have to add color to it.
Yeah, you have those subtle tones.
Yes.
Within those flowers. This piece is has just taken on this different interest with the removal of these tape lines, because we have now a point of tension within this piece that I think is very
Well, you mentioned earlier about how this is something probably majestic, or because of the color, the yellow is off, the gold had almost like a starburst in it. Hate being adds to that.
Yeah, there's almost like a spiritual quality with the way that the light is shining from behind our figure here.
So how many minutes do we have left? Okay, I wonder what they're thinking in the last few minutes.
We are just rounding into, I think, almost our last 9 seconds. So you guys are really into the crunch time here, adding in their final details. We can see Carissa is working super rapidly to get her last few in. Like the kind of veining of clouds that she's added in there as well. There's such a great contrast between sharp and soft detail within Carissa's piece.
I just realized she's sitting on the floor holding her hand.
She's a very physical painter.
She's very connected.
Using a pretty small brush overall to just kind of create all of these stippling effects.
Alright, artists, a little under 5 minutes. 5 minutes on the clock, artists. Keep walking, folks.
Ooh, that little hit of highlight there where snow that is on the mountain. I love catching when an artist throws in their highlight. That's my favorite part.
Yes. Reflection. Little ripples.
I think Derek is doing the same here too. He's done a wonderful job of communicating that the bottom half is water, just with some really subtle details like the diagonal strokes that he's used on the top, or on the top of the trees in the bottom. Excuse me? Sorry, my timer.
You know what time it is.
My timer might potentially be a few seconds off, but we're very, very close to the end of our 30-minute final round. And once again, to our audience, head over to artbattle.com/AB2434 to make sure that you get registered to vote, because we are in the big times right now, and the top artist, as voted by the audience from this round, from these 4 paintings, will move on to the U.S. National Championship. And we are often hearing from our wonderful voting manager, Tina, that voting can be very, very tight, so every vote absolutely does count. Any favorites, Mary, from this round?
I have to go with the bear and the bird.
Yeah, done a great job.
Yes.
It's undeniable. It's a really wonderful piece.
Again, they're also different and their techniques are different. It's hard to pick one over the other, but to each its own in art, right? We all know what we like and love and create. They've all done a wonderful job, yes.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of our battle as well, is in having that freedom to choose so often, participating in the art world. It can feel kind of intimidating to have an opinion about art if you're not used to doing that. But with Art Battle, you get to, and you get to choose which artist within this round you think is the best. You get to chat about the art with your friends. You get to chat with us on the live stream and the chat as well.
If you haven't gone up and walked, you need to at least do that one time tonight, y'all. Seize the opportunity. These sick beats. can't help it but not believe to see.
And a huge congratulations to all of our artists who painted with us in the Texas State Championship. They painted just so many rounds went into the creation of the Texas State Championship. And so we're so grateful for all of the artists who painted, not only tonight, but in the seasons and in the locations that led up to their final state final.
Yeah, and I would just like to add that in painting live in front of an audience, in front of the entire world, because it is, as you said earlier, you can get pretty anxious about it. How do you control that? What do you think about when you're painting? And how do you come up with this beautiful, this painting that she's working on? So each one of these artists have done a great job in creating what they wanted to present, and they all look like they were so relaxed and in their element, and enjoying every moment of it.
Totally, that's such a great point. It is easy to get anxious thinking about taking on a challenge like our battle, and especially at this caliber of the competition in the tournament. But these guys have just looked so relaxed throughout this round, and I just have to applaud them for their creativity and courage.
Put everything he had into his painting. It's hard to get up those stairs.
Oh, we're getting our drum roll, I think.
Where do you want us?
Yes.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your bids. My voice is killing, so this is perfect timing. I want to thank our sponsors one last time for making tonight possible. Just our past events were super appreciated for your generosity that makes this possible. So give it up for the Thing Foundation, Jan Sprigwell Foundation, Brian Edwards Foundation, KFDX3, Texas Fox KBTL, Town Square Media, Hager Communications, Wichita Falls Alliance for Arts and Culture, Wichita Falls Art Association, BMW Electric, and our wonderful volunteers. So round of applause, last time you All right, now I'm going to give the mic to Mr. Bob Barrows, one of the orchestrators of tonight's event and previous art battles. This man is amazing. He needs a round of applause. He's behind the scenes, all the hustling, all just in who his wife, Debbie. Debbie, met Debbie. Debbie's an incredible human being. They're a power couple. It's a thing. All right, so give it away. Take it away, Bob.
Have you try to calm down after that? Thank you all first for everybody coming. And I've got to say a shout out to the Wichita Falls Art Association, because without them, this would not be here.
Anticipation.
And with all of our awesome sponsors.
I think our audience can hear what Bob is saying. We just can't.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Remember, the winner will be going April the 1st to Daytona Beach for the national tournament, which, if you can't make it to Daytona Beach, you can look online and watch it live stream and see the thing yourself, and then watch me frolic in the beach. No, that's not true. All right, so tonight we thank everybody for coming. We thank all the artists for doing this. And the winner of this Texas State Championship, representing Texas, to go on and on, is Miss Jessie Baggett.
Our winner has been announced. A huge congratulations to Jessie Baggett, who will be moving forward to the U.S. National Championships, I believe for the second year in a row, actually representing the state of Texas. So a huge honor And a massive congratulations to all 12 of our artists who made it to the finals and who competed with us tonight. Thank you so much as well to Mary Hart for joining me on the stream. We really appreciated your insights tonight.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And we will be continuing on the stream tonight in just a short amount of time for the Seattle Regional Final. And we'll have that coming up very shortly. So stay tuned to our social media channels and we will have that live on YouTube very soon. So once again, a huge congratulations to Jessie Baggett, who will be representing the Texas State in the U.S. National Championship. Thank you so much, everyone.